Okay. Okay, hold on. Am I recording? Yeah, okay, okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, Chili, come on and sit down somewhere real quick, 'cause I got something on my heart today and I need to get it out. I've been needing to get it out for a while now, if I'm being honest with you. Now, for the folks that know me, you all already know how I am. And for the ones that don't, baby, you gon' learn today. You gon' learn me real fast. But listen. What I want to talk about today is weight. And I don't mean, well, I could talk about that weight too, Lord knows. But no, I'm talking about the other kind. The kind that sit right here in your chest. That kind of weight that don't show up on no scale, but it will absolutely show up on your face. It show up in how you walk. It show up in how quick you pick up the phone or how long you let it ring. I've been carrying that kind of weight for a long time, honey. A long time. And today I just want to share 3 moments. Just 3 moments in my life that finally made me feel like I could breathe again. Like for real breathe. Not just survive breathe. Actually breathe. Okay, let's go. So the first one, okay, this is a little embarrassing, but I don't even care no more. I'm too old to be embarrassed. I'm gone tell it. I was sitting at my kitchen table. It was late. It was real late. Maybe 2 something in the morning, and I ain't have no lights on. Just sitting there in the dark with a glass of water, just thinking. Just running through everything in my head like I always do. Every little thing I said yes to that I did not want to say yes to. Every time I bent myself all the way over, trying to make sure everybody else around me was okay. Every time I swallowed something down just to keep the peace. And I don't know what happened. I genuinely cannot explain to you what shifted in me that night. But something. It was like something just got tired. Like even the part of me that was used to it got tired of being used to it. And I picked up my phone. And I texted somebody. And no, I ain't gonna say who. That ain't the point. And I just said, I can't do that no more. 5 words, that's all. I can't do that no more. And I put the phone down face down, and I sat there and my heart was just going, honey, beating all fast like I done took off running somewhere. But then it slowed down, and I felt it. I felt that thing move off me. Now they texted back the next morning and it wasn't pretty. Not pretty at all. But here's the thing, and this is the part that surprised me more than anything. I read it, and I just put the phone back down, because it was they problem. For the first time, it was they problem and not mine. And that right there was the first time in maybe, Lord, 20-something years that I let a problem belong to somebody else. Child, 20-something years. I had been running around here collecting everybody's problems like I was running a storage unit. Okay, so the second moment. Now this one gone seems small, and that's exactly why I gotta tell it. Because sometimes it's the small ones that hit the hardest, and I don't think people talk about that enough. I was at the grocery store. The regular grocery store. Nothing special. I was in the cereal aisle, I think. Yeah, the cereal aisle. And I was just standing there looking, and this young girl really, she come around the corner and she bumped right into my cart. And she look up real fast and she go, Oh, I'm so sorry. And I looked at her and I said, and I didn't even think about it. It just came out. I said, Baby, you fine. Don't even worry about it. And she just smiled at me, a real smile, and kept on moving. And I don't know why, but I had to just stop right there. I just stood there with a box of, I think it was Raisin Bran, just standing there holding this box. Because I realized that for years, I had been moving through this world like I was in somebody's way. Like I was too much. Like I needed to make myself smaller and quieter and less so that people wouldn't have to deal with me. But that girl wasn't seeing none of that. She just seen a woman in the cereal aisle. A regular woman just being there, existing, not apologizing for it, not excusing herself for taking up space. And it hit me that I had been apologizing for taking up space my whole life. Nobody asked me to do that. I just started doing it somewhere along the way and never stopped. I must have stood in that aisle for a whole minute with the Raisin Bran like I lost my mind. But I needed that minute. I needed that minute real bad. All right, the last one. This, the big one. This is the one that, okay, I might cry a little bit, and I apologize in advance. But I also don't apologize because this is my channel and I do what I want. My mama passed. She'd been gone, it'll be 6 years this November. And me and my mama, we had complicated ain't even the right word. We had a whole situation. That's what we had. She was a hard woman, stubborn, sharp tongue, loved me. I know she loved me. But she had ways about her that left marks. You know what I mean? The kind of marks you can't see, but they've been there. And for years after she died, I was angry. I was so angry. And people kept coming around saying, you need to forgive her. She did the best she could. Let it go. And I'm going to leave that sentence right there. This is a family-friendly situation. But one day I was finally going through her boxes. I had put them in the back of my closet after she passed, and I did not touch them for almost 4 years. 4 years, them boxes just sat there. And one day I just said, okay, let's do this. And I'm going through her things, and way at the bottom of one of them boxes, I find this little piece of paper, folded up real small like she folded it herself, and tucked it away. And I open it up, and it's in her handwriting. And Lord, her handwriting was terrible. God rest her soul. It was just awful. And all it said was my name, just my name. And then underneath it, real small, it say, my heart. That's it. My name and my heart. And I went down. I sat right down on the floor of that closet and I just cried. The ugly kind, baby. The kind where you can't catch no breath. The kind where your whole face swells up and you look a mess. I cried like that for I don't know how long. But when I got up off that floor, something was different. It wasn't that the hurt was gone. No, the hurt was still there. Don't let nobody tell you forgiving somebody takes the hurt away, because that is a lie. But what changed was, I finally let her be a person. A broke, flawed, complicated person who didn't always know how to show what she felt. Just like me. Just like most of us, if we're really honest. She wrote my name on a piece of paper and called me her heart. And she never told me that out loud a day in her life, but she wrote it down. She wrote it down. And honey, when I tell you that weight, that specific weight I had been carrying since I was maybe 8 years old, when I tell you it left my body in that closet, it left. It just left. So yeah, that's my 3. A late night text, a woman in a grocery store, and a piece of paper at the bottom of a box. None of it looked like what you'd expect healing to look like. None of it was dramatic or pretty or whatever. It was just real. It was just real life doing what real life do when you finally stop fighting it so hard. And I'm sharing this because I know somebody watching this right now is tired, bone tired. And you've been tired so long, you can't even remember what it felt like before the tired. You think that's just how life's supposed to feel. It ain't, baby. It really ain't. Sometimes the thing that makes you lighter is a big, bold decision. Sometimes it's a stranger smiling at you in the cereal aisle. And sometimes it's something your mama wrote down and never said. You just gotta be ready for it when it come. And it come in the shape it come in, not the shape you wanted it in. All right now, that's enough from me. I gotta go fix me something to eat because all this feeling done made me absolutely starving and I can't be out here emotional and hungry. That's too much at one time. Y'all be good out there. Be good to yourself first, then everybody else, in that order. Don't mix that up. Okay, bye now. For real this time. Bye. Why is this so...